Shalom Bataya. Peace and prosperity to you all, wherever you are. The reason why I'm on here today is because I want to give you some wisdom. Okay? First, I want to start off by talking about me. And I'm going to use myself here as an example. A lot of you are out here on the crossroads because there's a fork in the road. Okay? You ever seen how when a fork in the road means the road is parting two ways? So you have to choose which path you're going to take. Well, I remember when I came to my crossroads, when I came to the fork in the road, and I had to make a choice. So I stood there and I began to weigh my options. I was looking to the left and then I was looking to the right. And I said to myself, I don't know which way to go. So I dropped to my knees and I closed my eyes and I yelled to the Father, help me. I don't know what to do. And that's when I started to see all the things that I was doing in the world. He allowed me to see it. He allowed me to see everything that I was doing out there. 9 years ago, when I was in the world, I remember the drinking. I remember the partying, the clubbing, going to the bootlegs. I remember all the fornicating I did. All that stuff I done, running with the girls, kicking it with the fellas, sometimes smoking weed. I remember all that stuff that I did, thinking that I was living a life of pleasure because I could live anywhere I wanted, dress how I wanted, talk how I wanted. And anytime I wanted to look different, all I had to do was slap a wig on and some paint on my face. But I lived how I wanted to live, when I wanted to live it, and didn't have a care. But I often wondered why I felt so lonely. Why at the end of every night or every day, I felt so miserable. Why wasn't I happy? I thought that all this stuff made me happy, but it didn't. Instead, I found myself being dogged out, talked about, put down. But sin was so pleasurable. It felt good. At least that's what I thought. Because sin has a price. Oh, it has a pretty price. So as I began to think about that, I was shown something different. Walking with the Most High, He protects you. He gives you life. It may not be easy because you have all these rules and regulations that you have to live by. But when you live by those, you begin to gain more insight about this life. You become free in the mind, free from all the burdens and the cares of this life. You can dress comfortably with your mind intact, not worrying about, this person's going to say that, or this person's going to say this. You walk in freedom with no attachments. You walk in love and in peace and in joy because the Most High will put you with people that love you. And then you come to find out that the Most High is love. And you don't have to go very far to find it because He is love. You didn't have to do all this extra stuff and do all this extra running down the mile just to keep up with Him because He's always there. He never changes. But out in the world, there's always a new trend. There's always a new this. There's always a new that. But with the Most High, He stays the same. His river and His waters, they're smooth and comfortable. It gets bumpy at times to shake you up, to wake you up. But His ride is very smooth. His voice is very gentle. and his touch, oh so sweet. Who will you choose? Life's pleasures that are only temporary, or the Most High and his will, which is for you to live a life abundant, a life of peace, a life of joy, a life filled with love, hope, security. All he asks you to do is keep his commandments and live. Would you rather keep his commandments and please him, where you can live for eternity in paradise? Or would you rather have your little short moments of pleasure that get you nowhere, that you have to continue to do over and over again to make a name for yourself, when all along you are suffering in your mind, in your body? Remember, for the wages of sin is death. But with the Most High, you have life, and you have life more abundantly. Choose wisely about which way you're going to go, because there's a fork in the road. Which way are you going to go? You're going to go into a life of sin and continue on in your sin? Or are you going to give the Most High a chance? Let's put it this way. You've been doing this all your life, trying to please the world. How far has it gotten you trying to keep up with the Joneses? The yoke of the world is heavy and burdensome. And you constantly have to worry about what people are thinking of you because of what are you doing. But over here with the Most High, you can't live the way you want to live. But that's okay. His yoke is not burdensome. His yoke is easy and it's light. And over here you're free. You don't have to worry. You don't have to fret. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. You don't have to live a fake, false life. You don't have to do that anymore, because you're free over here. Galatians chapter 5, verse 1. You're free. You don't have to be that person anymore. You can finally be who it is that you are called to be. The person that you've always longed to be, because you've known all along that you're supposed to be with the Most High. Satan always mistreats you. He misuses you and he manipulates you into thinking that the pleasures of the world is what's going to get it. But it's not. He's abusive. He tricks you. Choose your fervent lover. Come back to the Most High. He cares for you. Yes, he's jealous, but he loves you. And he will never hurt you. He will never leave you nor forsake you, but he will be there to the very end. Even after the end, he's still going to be there. And he goes to prepare a place for you. He already got it ready. Choose wisely who it is that you want. Temporary or forever. Because your temporary is going to cost you forever. But your forever will always be your forever. Choose wisely.